Last season on the Association, the Los Angeles Lakers' road to a repeat was far from easy.
Matter of fact, put your hands on me. Don't touch me the rest of the scrimmage.
The mix of personalities led to issues with chemistry.
Ron, you gotta know this. It's not about the back pick, down pick, shot at the end. It's about the initiating part.
Inconsistency was an ongoing theme.
You can't repeat by doing the same thing. Gotta be tougher, you gotta be stronger.
But along the way, as champions always do, the team came together as one.
The Los Angeles Lakers have captured their second straight world championship.
As the Lakers celebrated, the only franchise with more titles, the Boston Celtics, looked on.
Game, set, match, season.
Now, 3 seasons removed from their 17th championship, the aging Celtics look to reclaim what they believe is rightfully theirs.
Gotta get back, baby.
One team.
Fist up! Fist up!
One season. All access.
Get you when you come back.
Welcome to the Association Boston Celtics.
Coming. Nice out. Nice.
It is a Game 7 for the ages.
We felt like we left something behind when we lost in Game 7.
The Los Angeles Lakers have written a new chapter to this epic rivalry.
Think about what we could have been. It just changes everything.
The Lakers repeat back-to-back titles, and they have done it at the expense of their arch rival from Boston.
From the time the game ended, it hurt. You know, you start questioning things.
Tonight they didn't have Kendrick Perkins.
Injuries play a part in all this, JD.
You know, I still haven't got over just the whole situation.
Once you went back to the locker room and realized the trophy wasn't in your hand, you know, it settled in then and there, like you lost your best friend or something.
Till today, I think about that situation, that feeling. It's a feeling that all summer I couldn't get out of my head.
Game 7. Game 7 has really affected all of us.
For the Celtics and the people of Boston, the pain of losing was quickly replaced by the fear of uncertainty. Over the summer, this team was in danger of breaking apart.
I know how hard it is losing. I've been on that end. But I could see in Paul and Ray and KG and Rondo, I could see and in Perk the determination that they wanted another crack at it, that they wanted to try this again.
But before the Celtics could move forward, Ray Allen and Paul Pierce would need to re-sign, and head coach Doc Rivers would have to put off thoughts of retiring.
I think the three of us was all kind of concerned about Doc first, and then Paul and myself was concerned about Ray, and then myself was concerned about Paul.
As much as Kevin Garnett wanted the dominoes to fall, the first one still had to be pushed.
It was a difficult process. My first thing was my family, and at the bottom line, if I thought that me coaching would affect my family in the wrong way, I was out. My family, on the other hand, pushed me to coaching. They really wanted me to coach, especially the kids. You know, they all, to a man, wanted me to come back and see if we can get this together and go for it one more time.
With Rivers on board,
I think you'll be happy you came back.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Allen and Pierce soon followed. The Celtics core was back in place, and they were ready to make another run.
Let's run it. Point. Just be a point. There we go. Go get him, Kevin. Read him. Nice, nice, nice.
The Big Three rejoined all-star point guard Rajon Rondo, power forward Glenn Davis, and high-energy reserve Nate Robinson, along with a group of veteran free agents, including a man who needed no introduction.
Well, we wanted Shaq, but yeah, there was reservations.
Could he still play? Would he conform to the way we wanted him to play? You know, is it all right for him to come off the bench? Would he be a role player for us? Or did he need to be the center of attention?
What's up? Laker, Minnesota days. Let's do it. Let's do it. You remember?
Sometimes you have to put things in business terms. You know, when I was younger, I was the CEO. Everything was ran my way. But now, I'm an older guy, experienced gentleman, they have CEOs, so I look at myself as a consultant right now.
Been doing this 20 years. Still here, baby. Let's go.
And if it's all about winning, then you have no problem doing that.
Good pass.
You know what's crazy, man? This training camp has some of the same energy as 07 did. Like when we stepped in the gym today, man, everybody, you know, was there early. Like I just feel like we reliving that. It feels like a deja vu a little bit.
Like moments like this I cherish because I've been on teams where you don't have this opportunity. You know, when you continue to play with God all-stars, like at one point we had Kevin, Shaq on one team with Jermaine and me and, you know, Ray coming in, and it was just like, man, you felt it in the gym.
Get back. Oh, that one. Still a little ass out there. You win the game.
It's cool. I got these guys for a couple more years, and the thing is, Paul said earlier, man, let's try to enjoy this year because we do have new faces, new characters, new episodes, and I just can't wait to get started.
Coming up on the Association, the Celtics face their first test on opening night at the Garden.
We are 2.5 hours away from maybe the most anticipated non-playoff game in the history of the NBA. One, you know it.
I think it's two good teams, two great franchises, and you know, I bet every time we go against each other, it's going to be a battle.
By late October, the anticipation for opening night was off the charts. The Miami Heat were coming to town. With LeBron, D-Wade, and Chris Bosh, some experts were picking them to win the East before even playing their first game.
You can say we're the team to beat, they can say it, but it really matters nothing what you say. At the end of the day, you got to prove it.
And the NBA season is underway. Gives it to King, then he puts it down.
The Heat showed flashes of what they might become, but the Celts looked like what they were, the defending Eastern Conference champs.
Now Robinson's got a free one, and the little man with an easy lay-in.
I think what we're seeing is a team in Boston that has their identity. They know who they are. They're comfortable with each other.
Rondo, coast to coast, into Shaq, and a two-hand jam by the Diesel.
People not acknowledging a giant that's already been there and done it, that touched us in the wrong spot. You know, us as players demand respect.
Is Miami a team to beat in the East? I think we are.
Hey, listen up, guys. Great win. Way to hang in there. Great win. Let's get out of here.
While the Celtics were taking in their first win, 3,000 miles away, the Lakers hung their 16th banner.
Great night is going on right now in LA.
Yeah, we don't care. But you know what? It is a motivating factor, so hey, stay tuned.
The heart and soul of the Celtics, Kevin Garnett, started this season in a way few thought possible. At 34 years old, entering his 16th year in the league, he's been even more intense.
He's not out there trying to make friends or nothing like that. He's trying to win a basketball game. He like, man, whatever it takes.
There's no human being alive that can bring down Kevin's intensity.
I don't like KG.
Noah down the lane.
Very mean guy.
Really?
I mean, where's the love?
You can see Kevin Garnett. He talks to himself. He pounds on the backboard support. He punches his chest. The man is full of intensity.
While KG wears his emotions for all to see, point guard Rajon Rondo is equally competitive, but he carries it in a much different way.
People see that quote-unquote poker face, and they read it wrong. Rondo is a fire. He has a fire in him.
He's quiet, but arrogant in a good way.
Looking right into the camera, right? Do I feel like I'm the best point guard in the NBA? Yes.
It's tough to argue with him. Through the first 5 games of the season, he dished out a record 82 assists.
24 assists tonight. Amazing.
But Rondo's been a work in progress.
There was a time when I sat down with Rajon and I said, Rajon, you know, there's 10 characteristics of a leader, and you don't fit any of these characteristics right now. It was a challenge early on because I think he wanted to be a leader, but he was trying to carve out his own niche amongst the Hall of Famers he was playing with.
Rondo, you gonna let me talk? You ready to breathe now? Tell these guys they got to get tougher and they got to relax. All right?
He had to earn their confidence that he knew what he was doing and that he was worth listening to. And it was not an easy transition for the elders.
Point to your guys. Tell them you're going. All right, they'll cover for you.
So, hey, yo, tell them don't help so much. Hey, Ray, I got the curl. When they curl, I got that fast.
Eventually, Rondo figured out there's only one way to prove you're a leader. Just get it done on the court.
Rondo, nice pass to Pierce. Perfect timing. And Rondo continues to be the best player on the floor.
Ray Allen said that sometimes this team has to remind itself to give the ball to Rondo and get out of his way.
He commands his own space. Before, it was somewhat the three of our space between Kevin, Paul, and myself. But he has his own space. He commands it.
You don't know which way he's going to go. Up, around you, he does everything. He is a remarkable player.
Paul, Ray, Kevin, Shaq, they're great players, but they can't do it for 40 minutes, you know? So you needed someone else, and Rondo has been that someone else.
Necessarily born athletic like you.
I disagree with you, Dr. Ray. I'm just saying, KG's an athlete. Nate is an athlete.
Chad, we grew up watching you play, dog.
I'm not an athlete. That ain't got nothing to do with athletics.
What does that have to do with it?
It's hard work.
So you trying to say you were never athletic?
My definition of athletic is somebody that starts off like that.
You're still an athlete, though.
Not an athlete. I'm just a good dancer. See?
That's athletic.
See?
Right
Twinkle toe, yeah. You see the toes? Look at the toes.
That's athletic.
I'm not athletic.
Nice. That's one. Go find the ball. Nice. 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 Oh, great action. Great action.
The Celts got off to an 8-2 start, and the team seemed to be benefiting from key offseason decisions.
Nice.
After Game 7, the first thing I told Danny Ainge is we need a 5-man bench to give our 5 starters rest, to give our veterans rest. And that's basically what we tried to go out and do.
The Celtics need to upgrade their reserves, open the door for a player who is desperately trying to return to the game.
For me to be sitting here wearing number 13 again, back here in the green, you know, my grandmother always told me, you know, you have ups, you have downs. You stay the same, it'll come back around.
Delonte West began his career with the Celtics in 2004, the same year as Doc Rivers. West eventually moved on, but not before making a strong impression on his coach.
What's up, boy? How you doing? I tried to get a hold of you, man. You doing good? You are playing for the wrong team.
West has battled depression for years. His internal struggles led to an off-court incident last year. After pleading guilty to Maryland State weapons charges, he received a 10-game suspension to start this season. Not many teams are willing to take a chance on him, but Rivers trusted Delonte and knew he could help the Celtics.
I'm overcome with emotions that I haven't had before. It's like I've been given another shot at life.
Welcome to the club.
Here we go, baby.
Go out the visitors' way for a minute. To the club.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Nice steal by Delonte West. Delonte, good move to the bucket for two.
I'll tell you, he's going to be the leader of his second unit.
All this was almost taken from me. Basketball is my life.
Any new addition to a championship-caliber team has the potential to upset the balance. But it appears the Celtics are embracing change.
No good, offensive rebound. Shaq, the daddy, goes back up. First try, no good. He gets his own rebound again and throws it down hard.
And you can see why they own the best record right now with the Eastern Conference.
For now, team chemistry has been a source of new energy for this mix of veterans.
Seriously, out of my 8 years of playing in the NBA, this might be the craziest team I've ever been on, just as far as personalities. You got Paul, you got KG and Rondo.
It's important to pass down what you know to the young guys. That way, when they get older, they know how to conduct themselves. Especially this little hard head boy right here.
KG and Rondo is like those two brothers that grew up in the same house, but your mom always got to get on you about fighting, but y'all really love each other at the end of the day. That's those two. Me and Doc call them the two divas of the team.
I'm at you when you get back in February.
And guess what?
I'm at you. I'm in February.
As far as like Shaq, Big Baby, well, Shaq and Nate. Big Baby didn't calm down a lot, but Nate and Shaq, man, they joke so much.
Shaq even said if I dunk on him, he got something special for me, man. So y'all gotta stay tuned to this, man.
I mean, it's a whole lot of characters on this team.
I'm gonna get you, Nate. I'm gonna get you.
We just have a lot of personalities, and you have to make sure you manage them.
Or you still want me to fist up all the time?
Yeah, because of the drive.
No matter what?
Yeah.
Not as much. And you know, if he's not shooting, you don't have to go out, Shaq.
A lot of people are worried about personalities on this team, but if the personalities are all working for the same goal, they have to fit.
Shaquille O'Neal was looking dominant again.
You gotta love the big guy.
And the C's were playing great basketball.
And the crowd is loving the effort that Shaquille O'Neal has given him.
But things can change in an instant.
Delonte uses him nicely. Delonte goes down hard, and he's not getting up. And we got a timeout. That was really good at all.
After just 5 games back, Delonte West broke his wrist. And his future is uncertain once again. The city of Boston is bracing itself for a long winter. The Celtics must do the same. As they look toward their 18th title, they have to live up to a high standard. The Celts have more numbers retired than any other NBA franchise. One day, number 34 will take his place in the rafters. But today, the man he chases in the record books is making a rare visit.
How you feel? Good. Looking good as usual.
We're putting the ball on a play.
John Havlicek is not only the author of one of the most iconic plays in Boston sports history, he's the team's all-time leading scorer and one of the greatest to ever play the game. But more importantly, he's a walking reminder of what being a Celtic is all about.
I didn't know what that whole Celtic thing was about 7 years ago. But then when you get in the door and you become a Celtic, you find out that it's real and it's genuine. It's not something phony. It's such a team environment. You almost have no choice but to embrace it.
Doing good. I'm getting ready to go to Florida Saturday. I already know you're going to Florida. I knew you was going to throw that in there. I won't be back till May 1st. So I figured I'd come and see you guys one time before I leave. How's life, man? I'm okay. I'm ready to come back.
Celtic pride and Celtic mystique, you know, there is something real to it. You know, there's just something that comes out of you knowing that you have that green jersey on. And I knew that players coming from other teams to our team all of a sudden were transformed into another way of thinking.
Doing all right? You understand that you're taking Boston by storm? Me? Yeah, I'm not doing nothing, so I'm just coming here to win. Oh, yeah, okay. I just come here to win. Looking good, man. I'm honored to even have a conversation with great Celtics. Especially, Havlicek steals them all. Havlicek steals them all. Havlicek steals them all. Don't let him off the hook. Work him. He don't want none of that heat. He don't want none of that heat. That's too easy.
It's not uncommon for a Celtic great to observe a practice, but Hondo's here on business.
This guy now goes into here. This guy goes into here. So you got a triple high pick.
John, I always tell him, hey, if you ever have a play for me, draw it up. And, you know, he had a play for me.
Yeah, this is not bad, though. I like this.
Takes 7 or 8 seconds to run.
Yeah. I like that.
There's plenty of championship experience at a Celtics practice. The starting 5 has 8 rings among them, but Havlicek has the same amount himself.
Ice ball! Ice ball! Fist up! Ice! Ice up!
His visit has sent a clear message.
You gotta play harder. No excuses.
It's not enough to be a future Hall of Famer.
Fist up! Fist up!
This city expects titles.
Celtics of Boston. It's our team.
There's pretty high standards in Boston. They know the pressures and that one is not enough.
You win a title, no one can take it away from you. But if you want to be mentioned as part of one of the great teams here, you have to win 2.
That's just what Celtic pride is all about. Those are the expectations you have when you put on this uniform.
In a town built on tradition, making history is not something we hope for. It's something we count on. Previously on the Association Boston Celtics. After a heartbreaking loss in the 7th game of the NBA Finals, the team wasn't sure its head coach would return.
Bottom line, if I thought that me coaching would affect my family in the wrong way, I was out.
Boston's emotional leader came back more driven than ever. But it wasn't long before injuries became a serious concern.
Galante goes down hard, and he's not getting up.
A new addition had to prove he had something left in the tank.
Been doing this 20 years. Still here, baby. Let's go.
And a Boston legend reminded everyone what being a Celtic was all about.
That's how you're going to be defined in the Celtic uniform, by how many championships you win.
We're coming.
Myself. Nice.
The city of Boston is bookended by 2 distinct working-class neighborhoods. The North End is the city's oldest. Southie is where George Washington drove the British out of Boston during the Revolutionary War. Although the neighborhoods are different, one thing they share is resilience. The same could be said of the Celtics. In early December, they were fighting to stay on top of the East, despite a growing list of injuries. Kendrick Perkins had yet to play a game. Delonte West was nursing a broken wrist. And all-star point guard Rajon Rondo was struggling with a strained hamstring.
You need a blow? Huh? You need Nate right here? Rondo, you need Nate right here?
We're dealing with a lot of injuries. We have been all year, but no one's going to feel sorry for us. Everyone wants to beat you, and when they beat you, they're going to celebrate like you were healthy.
The aging Big Three had carried the Celts to a 7-game win streak. When the season began, there were doubts about whether they could survive the grind. But to this point, they appeared rejuvenated.
It's all about health. Do we need to be proven? Does it need to be proven they can play? They can play. It's just a matter of, they're going to be able to play.
At some point, somebody's going to say, well, you guys are too old and it's time for you guys to go. But, you know, we all have too much competitive nature and fierceness to even show any signs of weakness.
But this group out here, too, still going to whoop some ass. Yeah. Still going to whoop some ass.
For veterans, competitive spirit often shows up when it's needed most. And that's exactly what happened in a practice when only 8 players were available. Team captain Paul Pierce chose to send a message.
Make it work, Green. Let's go. Come on now.
We had 8 players in practice. I think a lot of teams look at that as a way out. You know, we don't have to practice as hard, or this is an excuse for losing.
I ain't going. I ain't going. I ain't going. Come on, put an extra 30 minutes on practice. Because ain't no stop.
Good. Don't help me swear on it.
It doesn't matter. We're trying to win, regardless of who we have out there.
He don't want it. He don't want it. He don't want it. Yeah.
Paul's been vocal. I don't know if he's been more vocal. I think he's been more focused.
Too little, Ray. Too little, Ray. That's all gas. That's all gas, Ray. That's all gas. That's all gas. 2 foul and 1. And 1.
You know, listen, we got a group of guys that lost in the Game 7. And they understand that it's going to be hard to get back to that. We're dealing with a ton of injuries, and so we're going to need all hands on deck.
We need to get Luke. And my whole we need to get you some TV time, bro. You got to tell who you are, man.
What's up? I'm Luke Herringoni from Cherville, Indiana, representing the big baby right now.
Last season, Herringoni was a star at Notre Dame. But his adjustment to the Celtics hasn't been easy.
A year ago, you're in college, and now you're on the court with players like, you know, Kevin, Paul, Ray, Shaq, and Rondo. You're sort of in a moment like, you know, first day of high school, you know, you're kind of taking in awe of everything. You know, you're the new fish, and, you know, you got all these guys that have been around the block a couple times, you know. You're thinking to yourself, how do I approach this situation? How are they going to take me in? How do I become part of this team?
I'm going to draw up one, and Luke, as crazy as it sounds, it's going to be a lob for you. I don't know if you can dunk, but you can lay it in.
There's days where I go home from practice and you just think about what you did and the mistakes you did, and you just get frustrated because in college is something that used to be so easy isn't so easy anymore.
Come on, Luke. Come on, Luke. Watch out, Luke.
But then there's also those days where you have the small victories and say, you know, I'm learning.
You're getting it. You're getting it. You're getting it.
You know, I'm getting through this, and, you know, things are going to get better.
The Celtics were on the road riding an 8-game winning streak, but Kendrick Perkins was back at home. He'll rejoin the team soon, but coming back from a torn ACL is a lonely road.
Being an injured player like Perk is very difficult because your team's doing well and you want them to do well, but you just don't feel like you're part of it, no matter how much you're around.
Perkins' separation from his teammates is a constant reminder of the injury that caused him to miss the most crucial moment of last season, the deciding game of the NBA Finals.
I still haven't got over it. I kind of did take it personal a little bit because I looked, I seen Paul Gasol had, 11, 12 offensive rebounds, something crazy like that. And, I know I could have been out there and made a huge difference. Maybe not give up a couple of offensive rebounds. We'll probably be having a parade right now.
At game time in Philly, Boston's front line took another hit. Not only was Perkins out, but his replacement, Shaquille O'Neal, was a late scratch.
Shaq knows he's not getting any younger. He told me as a youngster, I never thought the day would come when you got older.
It hurts me to sit back here and watch the fellas, but when you get older, knick-knack injuries don't go away. Got this calf injury, just keep nagging, but I'll be back.
The Sixers took advantage of Boston's lack of size in the paint, and the C's found their streak in jeopardy, trailing by 2 points with just over a minute to go.
In the corner, Ray. In the corner, Ray.
And here come the Celtics with a chance to tie or take a lead.
There you go. What I say? Bye-bye. What I call it? Didn't you hear me just call it?
Ray Allen is put in a triple, and the Celtics go up by 1.
He's gonna shoot a stupid shot. He wants to be the hero. Okay, stop, come on. Hero ain't nothing but a sandwich, Iguodala.
Iguodala against Pierce. Philadelphia has captured the lead with 6.6 to play. Andre Iguodala.
Great shot. Okay, Iguodala, you walking like you're the man, okay. Watch this. Throw it to Rondo, right here, Rondo. I want you to hit Kevin. Paul, back pick him. And nobody will be there, bam. Shot or go right away, all right? Let's go.
1, 2, 3. Here we go again. Everybody on their feet. It's inbound to Rondo. 5 seconds to go. Celtics down 1. Rondo lobs it. Garnett catches, lays it up and in with 1.4 to go.
Gonna stop. They ain't got no timeout. Let's go. I'm running up. Whoa. I got a feeling. That's it.
And the Philadelphia 76ers get their heart broken tonight by the best team in the Eastern Conference, the Boston Celtics.
It feels great when you feel like you stole the game. Tomorrow, I'm going to see my daughter play. She's in the Sweet 16 in volleyball. They're in Austin, Texas. I'm going to jump on a plane, go watch, and then I'll be back, by about midnight, and we play the next night. I'm a coach. I love coaching, and it's who I am. I'm also young, and I have young kids. And I've missed a lot. I'm just being part of their lives.
Doc knows what it feels like to have championship dreams come to an end. And today, he's forced to see his daughter go through the same painful experience.
It's much easier playing basketball, coaching it, than being a parent in a stand because you're helpless. You just got to sit there and watch. You think about us right now, we're playing great and I'm miserable because my daughter just lost a volleyball game and this is her last game and that's tough.
One of the things I'm going to bring up is Stoudemire doesn't want to foul, you know, especially if he picks up one early. We have Baby and Kevin, and it'll be interesting how they guard. That's where they put Stoudemire and Kevin the other night. I would be surprised in the first half if they did that. But, you know, either way, we got to be prepared. Hey, Rondo. How are you doing today?
The Celtics win the Big Apple, with their win streak now at 10. They were just hours away from an anticipated matchup with the New York Knicks, a team who'd won 8 games in a row themselves.
I think we should try to get Paul going early in the game. Listen, Paul's last 2 games haven't been stellar, so we need a game from him.
As Paul Pierce and his teammates prepared for the game, each man did so in his own unique way.
Get some food. Food time. Come on in. Thank you so much. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just at the right time. At the right time, brother.
See, this is meal that give you going right here. A lot of carbs. I got spaghetti, and I got pancakes. So I come out there a lot of carbs, ready to play. You feel the game's near, especially when you look at KG. See how tense he is, and you just see guys have a certain this presence that they have on their face, like everybody's dialed in, focused on what we have to do.
For Glenn Davis, there is perhaps no higher standard than teammate Ray Allen, whose pregame shooting ritual requires getting to the arena 4 hours before tip-off.
I just, you know, it's kind of my mentality. Like, you're traveling, you're in the airport. Like, do you get there early, or do you end up being that guy running to the airport? You know, you don't have to worry about breaking a sweat, walking to the airport. You could. New York City.
Cab rides aside, Allen knows firsthand that playing in New York presents its own set of challenges.
Last year, we come into the building, and they always tell us the floor is not going to be ready. And the whole dance team, cheerleading squad, pep squad, everybody, it was a circus. So I waited for about 2-3 minutes, and I get up and go over, start shooting. You know, I'm on the free throw line shooting free throws, and they're over here like dancing in front of me and doing all this stuff, and I was like, man, what's going on?
On this visit, Ray was prepared for similar distractions.
This floor is so slippery.
Allen is closing in on Reggie Miller's 3-point record.
Oh.
As he sharpened his shooting touch, the rest of the team arrived and instantly felt the Broadway buzz.
It's always a great atmosphere here in the Garden, but you know, you got 2 teams playing well, it makes it even more exciting.
Knicks are 16-9, we're rolling. Amari's 8th straight 30-point game. He's gonna have a hell of a game against KG and the Celtics. We're gonna stop the Celtics' 10-game winning streak tonight.
In the first half, it looked like the Knicks would do just that.
Felton to Stoudemire, get out of the way. Felton's got to hurry.
Whoa, goes for Raymond Felton. Come on, guys. They're just outrunning you right now, outworking you. Let's go, come on, it's all us.
The second half became a classic battle,
Allen wide open.
with both teams trading baskets until the final seconds.
Gallinari putting it on the deck again.
Hey, listen up, last shot. Kevin, you're here. Ray, you're here. All right, Nate, go pin down for Paul. All right. If you run and find the ball, we're gonna get whatever we want. Win the game.
Here it comes. Garnett the screen. Here's driving on Stoudemire. The jumper, yes! With 0.4 of a second left.
Man, escaped out of here. Escaped.
I feel good, man. We got 11 wins in a row. Trying to add on more. You know, it's a journey, but we got to keep pushing. This is the NBA life. You gotta love it!
The Boston Celtics rolled into Orlando on the day before Christmas. The list of injuries remained long, but there was still plenty of holiday cheer to go around.
All right, we'll get this on tape. Since you talk about the tape, get that on tape. You got that? You got that? Get that on tape. Since you talking about the tape. Hey. Since you talking about the tape. 17? Since you talking about the tape.
The team had extended its streak to 14 wins. Celtics legend Sam Jones knows about streaks too. He won 8 championships in a row and 10 overall.
See you again, baby. How you been?
Mr. Jones, Mr. Jones. New Year.
Nothing like a holiday visit from family to keep Celtic pride alive.
Kevin Dogman. How you doing? I ain't never seen nobody shoot like you, boy.
What I've enjoyed about this team and watching this team play is they have a sense to play like Celtics of old. They know they have a chance of getting that NBA championship, and they must do it together.
While a championship is Boston's ultimate goal, its hope on Christmas Day was to beat Orlando. But the Magic are title contenders too, and they had their own agenda.
Turkoglu at the line, launching three. Got them all! Howard soaring from nowhere to knock it away, his 4th block. And this afternoon, Christmas Day, it's over. Magic win it. They knock off Boston and a 14-game Celtics win streak. Ah, rumpa-pum-pum.
What's up, man? Good, how are you?
For rookie Luke Herringody, the Celtics' loss was made even more difficult by being away from his family in Indiana on Christmas.
I'm gonna get some food and I'm gonna go to Master in a little bit. I wish I was with you guys. It's weird not being there.
Yours blue and yours is green, his is green.
Ray Allen was lucky. His mom lives in Orlando.
Having a family is what it's all about. Like, we come home, whether you're on the road or at home, like you always come back to a house, you know, full of family and friends, and you know that, you know, you lose a game, they cheer you up. This is the best way to spend Christmas. Thank you, Lord, for blessing this food. May this food nourish our bodies. We thank you for bringing the family and friends together. Amen. Amen.
After a win in Indiana, the Celts looked to build a new streak against the struggling Pistons. And it didn't seem like there was much to worry about.
Expect Tayshaun Prince maybe to do some ball handling, but Ben Gordon can also spell at the point guard spot.
And Screens gets it back from Ray Allen for the jam. And he comes up just a little bit gimpy. He's hurt.
This is not, you know, something that might be minor at this stage.
The injuries where no one's around scare you the most because that means something gave way.
No one touched him. Right there, it gives out. You can see him buckle the knee, George, elevating.
Hate for somebody who was so passionate and so great at this game to go down. You know, it was kind of like, out-of-body experience.
Fortunately for the Celtics, it looked like Garnett injured his calf, not the knee that's plagued him over the past 2 seasons. His absence would be felt, but it also gave a chance for role players to emerge.
Daniels drives inside for Herringoni, and he converts. Yeah, Rook! Yeah, Rook!
Team chemistry and the win column continued to grow, but Paul Pierce had his doubts.
So many questions, and we know we're a great team, but we can't win a championship without Kevin Garnett. He's the one most important piece to this puzzle.
Right now, I'm in game-to-game mode for our team. We don't know who's going to play right now, each game. And so we have to figure out how to win that game that night.
Hey guys, great win. You earned that win. We went with some unconventional lineups. Got to close out the games better, all right? We know that. We'll get that right.
The whole thing for Doc is very simple. Nurse them to the finish line. Get them through the Big 82. Get them healthy and ready to play in April, May, and June.
Before they can think about the playoffs, the Celtics will face their biggest test yet. 1 week in February, when 3 teams standing in the way of banner number 18 will visit the Garden.
Yours blue and yours is green. His is green.
Ray Allen was lucky. His mom lives in Orlando.
Having a family is what it's all about. Like, we come home, whether you're on the road, at home, like you always come back to a house, you know, full of family and friends, and you know that, you know, you lose a game, they cheer you up. This is the best way to spend Christmas. Thank you, Lord, for blessing this food. May this food nourish our bodies. We thank you for bringing the family and friends together. Amen. Amen.
After a win in Indiana, the Celts looked to build a new streak against the struggling Pistons. And it didn't seem like there was much to worry about.
Expect Tayshaun Prince maybe to do some ball handling, but Ben Gordon can also spell at the point guard spot.
Garnett screens, gets it back from Ray Allen for the jam. And he comes up just a little bit gimpy. He's hurt.
This is not, something that might be minor at this stage.
The injuries where no one's around scare you the most because that means something gave way.
No one touched him. Right there, it gives out. You can see him buckle the knee, George, elevating.
You hate for somebody who was so passionate and so great at this game to go down. It was kind of like an out-of-body experience.
Fortunately for the Celtics, it looked like Garnett injured his calf, not the knee that's plagued him over the past 2 seasons. His absence would be felt, but it also gave a chance for role players to emerge.
Daniels drives inside for Herringoni, and he converts. Yeah, Rook!
Team chemistry and the win column continued to grow, but Paul Pierce had his doubts.
So many questions, and we know we're a great team, but we can't win a championship without Kevin Garnett. He's the one most important piece to this puzzle.
Right now, I'm in game-to-game mode for our team. We don't know who's going to play right now, each game. And so we have to figure out how to win that game that night.
Hey guys, great win. You earned that win. We went with some unconventional lineups. Got to close out the games better, all right? We know that. We'll get that right.
The whole thing for Doc is very simple. Nurse them to the finish line. Get them through the Big 82. Get them healthy and ready to play in April, May, and June.
Before they can think about the playoffs, the Celtics will face their biggest test yet. 1 week in February, when 3 teams standing in the way of banner number 18 will visit the Garden. But guess who's back? Previously on the Association Boston Celtics.
I got spaghetti and I got pancakes. So I come out there a lot of carbs ready to play.
The C's took their show on the road as Ray Allen's assault on the record book continued.
In the corner, Ray. There you go. What I say? Bye-bye. Did I call it? Didn't you hear me just call it?
The win column grew, but it belied a deeper concern.
We're dealing with a ton of injuries, and so we're going to need all hands on deck. There's no doubt about that.
Captain Paul Pierce shouldered much of the burden.
Escaped out of here. Escaped.
Remarkably, the team had rattled off 14 wins in a row when the season flashed before their eyes.
Boston stocked with great players, but nobody can afford to lose Kevin Garnett.
We know we're a great team, but we can't win a championship without Kevin Garnett.
Coming. Myself. Nice.
For much of the season, the big story for the Celtics has been injuries. But by mid-January, getting healthy became the headline. Delonte West's broken wrist was healing. Kendrick Perkins' intense knee rehab put his return ahead of schedule. And after missing 9 games with the strained calf, the Celtics' emotional leader, Kevin Garnett, was back and ready to give the team a shot of adrenaline.
Switch on defense. Davis has now got the point guard. And Garnett with the steal. Kevin Garnett with the steal. The Boston Celtics have held on and beaten the Magic.
It's tough to say whether KG's emotion inspires his performance or vice versa. But after suffering knee injuries the past few seasons, one thing is certain. This year, both are in high measure.
I feel like my intensity is right where it needs to be. If you're going to be anything in this league, you got to have an edge.
To me, he's the most intense player I've ever seen.
There's no room for soft. There's no room for a person who's going to give ground.
So you can see already he's frustrating him.
Hell yeah, I'm trying to gain an advantage out here. If you're not, then you're in some trouble. Can't handle it, get off the court.
Garnett's passion has fueled his Hall of Fame career, but it hasn't won him any popularity contests.
I don't like KG. He's a very mean guy. Jeez, where is the...
There's no love there.
Where's the love?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, none at all.
My job is to stop you. So I don't anticipate you liking me. I don't anticipate you trying to be my friend, because I'm not trying to be your friend.
Everybody is trash talking throughout the NBA, but sometimes he goes overboard.
There is a line that you have to be careful not to cross. But KG has this year seemed to turn it up a notch, and I really don't know why.
The answer to that question is up for debate. What is not, however, is that some around the league claim the line has become blurred for Garnett. And for that, he's drawn criticism.
I used to be a big fan of his. I think some of the antics that he's pulled lately is, you don't need to do that as a star. Yeah, I lost a little respect for him.
Let's move to the NBA and my man Spike Lee chastising Kevin Garnett. Lee tells ESPN New York that Garnett went off on him during a recent game at the Garden.
Kevin does nothing wrong, plays the game the right way. I think all these people who call him out would take him on their team right now. So, other than that, I could care less about that stuff.
Half the stuff you probably hear about me is not even true. I'm not doing anything different than I've been doing, 16, 15 years I've been playing. It's nothing personal towards anybody I play. It's the way I play, night in, night out.
In Boston, The days of late January are the doldrums of winter. Endless snow and brutal cold become all too routine. But starting center Kendrick Perkins was looking forward to this time of year for more than 7 months.
Yesterday at practice, I had a good practice. And then after that, we went to Doc Rivers' office, and he was like, we could go today against Cleveland. It came a few weeks earlier than expected. I didn't tell nobody, told my wife, but I don't think like fans and no media know. I am nervous. I don't know what to expect. It's been about 224 days since I played basketball in the game, so I think the road to getting back to it has been a nightmare. Never been away from basketball this long. Mentally, I was kind of going crazy. As far as with my knee, I don't have any fear. But getting out there, I'm scared I'm gonna run out of gas fast. Just being too excited about being out there, but we'll see. I'm trying to relax, and I think I just need to score my first basket or something, and I'll be good.
Well, we all got some good news when we walked in the building tonight. Kendrick Perkins wasn't expected back for a while, but instead he will play tonight.
What an overwhelmingly emotional night for a guy who's so beloved here. Suffered that knee injury in Game 6 of the finals last year. They didn't have him in Game 7, and they love having him back.
Underneath to Perk and a chance for a three-point play. Welcome back, Perk!
The Celtics wrapped up January on their first West Coast road trip. But the top team in the East had an up-and-down start. After beating Portland and losing badly to Phoenix, the C's arrived in Los Angeles.
Ah, la la.
A place where dreams are made, but also broken.
The Lakers repeat back-to-back titles, and they have done it at the expense of their arch rival from Boston.
Game 7 was a time where I was speechless. And if I was sitting here to tell you that it didn't give me an extra push, then I would be lying.
The Los Angeles Lakers have written a new chapter to this epic rivalry.
The pain of last year's finals is felt not only by the team. It afflicts Celtics fans everywhere, even those in the heart of LA.
Today's game against the Lakers, after our Game 7 loss, I was here for that also, and it was just heartbreaking. I do want revenge, because we're coming back for our title. Number 18 belongs in the city of Boston.
Beat LA! Beat LA! Beat LA! Beat LA! Beat LA!
Nice!
This game is that special moment in the NBA season. This is what the game of basketball is all about, Celtics-Lakers. This is the game that brought everybody to the table. And believe it or not, all these years later, it's still happening.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on, y'all. Come on. Gotta have it. Gotta have it.
While the Celtics had 7 months of pent-up emotion, the Lakers still had Kobe Bryant. And it was soon evident he was ready to frustrate them once again.
Kobe has it right corner, pull up three. It's good. Right over Garnett. Bynum hands off to Bryant. Kobe curling around, finds some space diagonally down to the block, extends up with the floater and hits it again. Kobe confounding this Boston defense. Kobe attacks right baseline, into the paint, fakes up and hits the left-hander point blank. Kobe showing the repertoire.
Kobe carried the Lakers to a 4-point halftime lead. KG and the Celtics were bloodied, but not beaten.
They come out, great start, great. Let's finish on the break like they're finishing on the break. Let's take it to the hole like them, hard, physical. All right, stop avoiding contact, go through contact. All right?
Here's right corner, attacks around Artest into the paint, extends to the cup, drops it in, and is fouled. Rondo goes past Blake. Beautiful move from Rondo. Rondo, Allen for three.
While Kobe tried to will the Lakers to victory, it was clear the better team that day was Boston.
Celtics pushing 4-on-3. Rondo lobs right side to Garnett. He alley-oops it home. And you slowly start to feel the air being sucked from the building. Boston Celtics, a hungrier team, and today were clearly the superior team as they come to Staples 7 months after their gut-wrenching defeat. They hammer the Lakers by the final score of 109-96.
The execution was phenomenal, all right? And the biggest key that I saw, get the ball to Rondo, run, and he'll get it back to you. That was huge. Let's go. All right. Dinner on me. Dinner on me if y'all find me. Dinner on me. Let's go, baby.
Dude, revenge game to the max. We needed this win more than anybody, and we pulled through. And Laker fans, we'll see you in the finals, baby. We'll see you in the finals.
Well, no statement. The league knows what we are. Everybody. Ain't nothing to talk about. All our talk is in our play, so, stay tuned.
For Kevin Garnett, Los Angeles is not just the city of his team's greatest rival. It's the place he and his family call home in the offseason. And it's there, on the beaches of Malibu, that Garnett finds the calm that often eludes him on the court.
Water is tranquil. It's tranquility to me. I get a sense of peace. I'm one of those people that sort of embraces the moment. I reflect. It's a tranquil moment for me. It's crazy that a lot of people, when they meet me, they expect me to be this intense guy, and a lot of times I'm as laid back and as cool as anybody else.
While KG is capable of letting his guard down, you can be sure it won't happen while he's wearing a Celtics uniform.
Everybody says they want to win, but sometimes actions are different from words. That's what's most important to me when it comes to basketball.
As January turned to February, the Celtics' play proved inconsistent, but one constant remained: 15-year veteran Ray Allen's relentless pursuit of Reggie Miller's all-time three-point record.
Rondo deep on the left side, floats across court, Pierce. For Ray, quick three from the corner, got it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. 6 away from the record.
Rondo, couple of fakes out to Allen, wide open three, puts it in. Ray Allen now 4 shy of tying Reggie Miller for the all-time mark. Allen for 3. Oh! He's 1 away.
Ray Allen will return to Boston to take on the Lakers in front of Reggie Miller, 1 shy of the all-time record.
The night couldn't have been scripted any better. For Kobe Bryant and the Lakers, it was a chance to avenge their loss to Boston 11 days earlier. For Ray Allen and the Celtics, the game had added meaning.
Nate got the ball head today, you know what I'm saying? I supported Ray Allen and going for the record.
I didn't sleep extremely well last night. It's just, like a little kid, the game itself is big enough. And, now being here in this moment and being able to say this moment is before us, it's pretty overwhelming.
Right from the tip, the Celtics' mission was clear.
Garnett will catch against Gasol. Return to Ray. Right side, 3 in the air. Got it! And now there are 2 three-point champions for the moment.
With Reggie Miller looking on, Boston set the plan in motion.
You're right here, all right? Rondo, right on the throwback. You're flying across here, okay? Rondo, if Ray comes up, there ain't nobody there, all right? Let's go.
Since entering the league in 1996, Allen had made thousands of three-point shots. And now he was about to take one that would define his career.
Rondo for Ray, the trailer three, got it! And Ray Allen is the all-time three-point shooting champion.
While Kobe paused to give Ray his due, the Lakers star knew there was still a game to be played.
Kobe out front, guarded by Allen, creeps to the elbow, backs away, swipes his hand away, and hits the running bank shot. Kobe top of the circle, guarded by Wafer, spins, ducks around him, down the paint, hanging with the bank, it's good, and is fouled.
You gotta play. Your faces look terrible. You just gotta keep playing, guys. Your body language is bad, everything. All of us, really.
The Celtics were flat, and Bryant seized the chance to deliver a blow to his rival.
Sizing up Ray Allen. Left-hand dribble, gets to 14 feet, falls away, knocks it down, and that may do it.
Good night, everybody.
Although the Lakers won, it was still a monumental night for Ray Allen.
It was such an overwhelming feeling because the support that I've had coming into this moment, you know, I wanted to make sure that I thank my family for being there for me, because you don't do anything in any sport or job, you know, without the backbone of your family.
What an awesome moment. I'm so grateful that I was there to watch it.
Without them, you know, I can't be who I am.
The C's went on to beat the Miami Heat for the third straight time, as well as the New Jersey Nets, arriving at the All-Star break with a 40-14 record, best in the Eastern Conference. As a reward for their accomplishment, 4 Boston players and the coaching staff would represent the East on the All-Star team.
Back in LA.
And on this trip to Los Angeles, fun would come before business. As the sun rose in Los Angeles, it did so over the 60th annual NBA All-Star Game, and no team was better represented than the Boston Celtics. 4 players, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, and Rajon Rondo, along with head coach Doc Rivers, were there together.
There's not opportunities like this. When the last time a team brought 4 All-Stars from one team to participate in the game? So we're going to cherish all these moments that you get, because you never know, they may not happen again.
Nobody wearing that, though. Nobody wearing this, man. Nobody wearing that, man. You can't wear this out there, man.
He wearing that, hey.
He ain't wearing that. Somebody gets it. They put it in the dryer. It's my uniform. Look what they got me in.
Hey, listen, we're going to be real quick. Number one, we're going to do this together. We're just going to do 3-man weave, shooting games. We're trying to have some fun and enjoy it, all right? So don't tell them, but that's what we're going to do. All right? Let's get it in. Check it. Wait on you.
Oh, unbelievable. Look at these players, Doc. Wow.
After a light practice, the focus shifted to All-Star Saturday night, where Paul Pierce and Ray Allen were set to face off in the Foot Locker 3-point contest.
The money ball, why the money ball got a big new money ball? I went out there and shot that. That ball was like...
All excuses, like setting up the excuses early.
Now just watch how he shoots the basketball the same every single time.
And you know he shoots well in this building.
Officially 20 for Ray Allen to take the lead.
Now here's the defending champ, Paul Pierce.
This is his spot. This is where he sets up usually when he's getting ready to close the game for the Boston Celtics.
And now the 2-point shot good, and he moves to the next round.
While Pierce and Allen made it to the finals, this year's 3-point competition belonged to the Heat.
James Jones is going to be the Foot Locker 3-point champion.
Finally got to win against y'all.
Man, you come back in here empty-handed.
Man, empty-handed.
The night may have been over for the Celtics, but the entertainment wasn't, as Blake Griffin brought down the house.
Here goes Griffin. Caught it and slammed it. He cleared the hood. And a two-hand slam by Blake Griffin. And I believe he can fly.
Griffin's high-flying theatrics were just a warm-up for Sunday's main event. The Celtics took center stage for the All-Star Game, an honor Kevin Garnett has earned 14 straight seasons.
It's the youngest man since Magic Johnson to make an All-Star team, Kevin Garnett.
He's 20 and he's going on 21.
You know, he's going on 20 and he's 21. Introducing Minnesota Timberwolves. I remember that. I was so embarrassed when he did that too. Old days.
While Garnett took a walk down memory lane, the locker room atmosphere this year was a little less united.
Well, you got the C's over there. You got the Heat over here. You got the Hawks right there, the Magic.
I guess our rivalries are so strong. Even though we're in the All-Star game, I guess we can't wait to get back on the court and go at it for real.
The East would need to put aside their rivalries and come together for the challenge ahead.
They do keep a score. And, you know, my dad always told me if they keep a score, then there's a winner or a loser. Let's go have some fun, but let's win at the end, too. Let's go. Yo, man, East on 3. 1, 2, 3. East! Rock, baby.
Unfortunately for the East, Kobe Bryant and the West were more than ready.
Bryant played by Rose, finding space. By Bryant. Now here come the 4 Boston Celtics. And hearing it from the crowd. This is not a Celtic favored arena.
The Celtics tried to spark the East, but it wasn't enough, as the West held on to win the game.
Williams with a lob to Griffin for a two-hand slam.
Those fans love that one.
And Bryant ahead of the field. LeBron tries to chase him. Came up short.
All right, I've got a vote in the MVP contest. Can I go ahead and just write it in?
Yo, 0-11 All-Star game. It's been real. See y'all in the final.
Allen made it to the finals. This year's three-point competition belonged to the Heat.
James Jones is going to be the Foot Locker three-point champion.
Finally got to win against y'all.
Man, you come back in here empty-handed.
Man, empty-handed.
The night may have been over for the Celtics, but the entertainment wasn't, as Blake Griffin brought down the house.
Here goes Griffin. Caught it and slammed it. He cleared the hood. And a two-hand slam by Blake Griffin. And I believe he can fly.
Griffin's high-flying theatrics were just a warm-up for Sunday's main event. The Celtics took center stage for the All-Star Game, an honor Kevin Garnett has earned 14 straight seasons.
It's the youngest man since Magic Johnson to make an All-Star team, Kevin Garnett.
He's 20 and he's going on 21.
You know, he's going on 20 and he's 21. Introducing Minnesota Timberwolves. I remember that. I was so embarrassed when he did that too. Old days.
While Garnett took a walk down memory lane, the locker room atmosphere this year was a little less united.
Well, you got the C's over there. You got the Heat over here. You got the Hawks right there, the Magic.
I guess our rivalries are so strong. Even though we're in the All-Star game, I guess we can't wait to get back on the court and go at it for real.
The East would need to put aside their rivalries and come together for the challenge ahead.
They do keep a score. And, you know, my dad always told me if they keep a score, then there's a winner or a loser. Let's go have some fun, but let's win at the end, too. Let's go. Yo, man, East on 3. 1, 2, 3. East! Rock, baby.
Unfortunately for the East, Kobe Bryant and the West were more than ready.
Bryant played by Rose, finding space.
Now here come the 4 Boston Celtics. And hearing it from the crowd, this is not a Celtic favored arena.
The Celtics tried to spark the East, but it wasn't enough as the West held on to win the game.
Williams with a lob to Griffin for a two-hand slam.
Our fans love that one.
And Bryant ahead of the field. LeBron tries to chase him. Came up short.
All right, I've got a vote in the MVP contest. Can I go ahead and just write it in?
Yo, 0-11 All-Star game. It's been real. See y'all in the final.
Next time on the Association Boston Celtics.
That's all right. Back to business.
The Celtics did some deals today.
Guys around this locker room was definitely hurt.
Just a tough day.
I think it was bad for the Boston Celtics. I don't understand it.
We hope Danny and Doc know what they're doing.
Kendrick Perkins is healthy and back in the lineup, and then they ship Perkins out.
We traded one of our family members, and I have no...
Previously on the Association Boston Celtics. After 7 months away from the game, starting center Kendrick Perkins finally made his return.
Underneath the Perk and a chance for a three-point play. Welcome back, Perk!
Ray Allen etched his name into NBA lore.
And Ray Allen is the all-time three-point shooting champion.
And at the All-Star break, the Celtics took center stage.
Rondo whips a pass under to Allen. Ray Allen scores.
Yo, 0-11 All-Star game. It's been real. See y'all in the final.
Coming.
Nice out. Nice.
If the NBA regular season is a journey, the Boston Celtics were more than halfway to their destination.
All right, baby. All-Star weekend over. Back to business.
After sending 4 players to the All-Star game, the Eastern Conference leaders reunited in the Bay Area for the start of a 4-game road trip out west.
See them dinosaurs back there? Look at those dinosaurs back there, the old guys. Ray and Paul, look how they just calm, like they've been here before.
Every time we get a chance to step on the road, I mean, we love it as a group because we like being around each other. I think this is some of the best team camaraderie I've had probably since college.
When you go on long road trips, I think the bonding is probably more imperative than anything. The urgency to lean on one another when you need to talk, when you just need, some support. A sense of brotherhood, I think that's what the road trip brings.
Fortunately for the Celts, they had an off day before their game with Golden State. That free time allowed for some one-on-one bonding between Ray Allen and Coach Doc Rivers.
What's the distance?
It's a long way.
No.
I had to make sure it was going where I needed to go.
Okay, you want another shot?
No.
He gets one.
The adventure begins. First hole, I'm in the fairway, looking good. The question is not how you drive, it's how you arrive.
I like when Ray gets out here more than me. I just think it's good for him. I think it's good therapy for him. You can't play basketball all day, every day, so. Oh, no.
See, Doc he's struggling right now. I got him. He's gonna start getting inside his own head, and then the ball's gonna start going everywhere.
Oh, Lord. I didn't see that coming, Ray.
It's easy to see how team chemistry makes the Celtics special. It's their ability to blend different styles. Whether it's the playful nature of Nate Robinson or the serious tone of Ray Allen, this team reflects a wide range of rhythms and routines.
I mean, there's so many little things that factor into a player's ritual. It can come down to the littlest of things. What bus you ride, what cologne you wear, what you eat for your pregame meal, what time you get to the gym. For myself, you know, I like to eat peanut butter and jelly sandwich like 55 minutes before the game.
It's about 12, 13 peanut butter and jellies laid out everywhere on the road and at home, in the training room before every game. Now, some people eat them, some people don't, but they're finished before the game is over.
Though individual approaches may differ, one tradition all Celtics share is a commitment to winning.
Let's go, let's go.
Although center Shaquille O'Neal was back home rehabbing an injury, the Celtics were as healthy as they'd been in months, and it was time to get serious again.
Nice. Roll, Sidney, roll. Listen, Sidney, that right there can never happen. All right, that's a game, man. All right, every day, what did we say before practice? We're practicing playoff game. That's a playoff game. We just gave up a rebound on the free throw. All right? I don't give a what you got to do. He ain't getting that rebound. Okay? You want to win games, but the key is that your team is growing.
You know, people coming off All-Star Weekend, you know, we've been in the locker room, listen, talking with a lot of these cats, and everybody in that locker room that we talk to fears us. Everybody. Miami, you know, everybody. Atlanta's, they fear us because of the way we play defense. We got to close the season out well. We got 28 games left, fellas. We know where we're trying to go. This team right here, they don't belong on the same floor with us. And y'all know that. So we go out here and play. We got to do it. We got to take the confidence early.
Ain't no more showing up.
Ain't no more talking about it. Ain't no more talking about it.
We're going to do this. No more talking. Sell time. Hoorah! Sell time. Hoorah! Sell time. Hoorah! 1, 2, 3. What we going to do here?
After an easy win at Golden State, the C's were now in Denver. With a few hours to kill before morning shoot-around, many of them used the time to catch up on their lives.
When we first came in, we was on the other side of that wall. And now we're on the back side.
How many bedrooms?
This one has 3. But it can be made to have 4.
Was that the master bedroom?
Master bed. Very, very big.
The Nuggets were finishing up their shoot-around. They had just traded their superstar, Carmelo Anthony, to the New York Knicks. Denver's new additions would be making their debut against the Celtics. But Boston felt little need to make adjustments.
We played the Knicks. We know who they are. And we played these guys once, so we know who they are. It doesn't matter. We're going to run our same defense. Anyway, it's not like we're going to change our defense. We'll never change our defense.
The Celtics' game plan was set, but there was an uneasy feeling in the gym. The trade deadline was only hours away. Regardless of status on the team or in the league, it's an anxious time for every NBA player.
That's probably the most difficult thing about this business. You know, you're usually happy when things don't happen and you let it pass.
Every hour counts when it get close to the deadline, and it's like, man, you know, hopefully it's not me, because, you know, you develop a relationship with a bunch of guys and it kind of don't follow through.
The Celtics did some deals today, and they're, you know, an elite team. What's going on with Boston?
Celtics moving a core contributor in Kendrick Perkins to Oklahoma City.
He's a guy who I think if had been healthy last year, they win the NBA Finals.
I totally agree.
I've heard the Celtics talk for 2 years about if we had our starters intact and healthy. And now it seems they can do that because Kendrick Perkins is healthy and back in the lineup, and then they ship Perkins out.
Included in Perkins' carry-on is Nate Robinson, who tweeted, quote, "Wowzers."
The NBA is a business, so you can't be mad.
You a little surprised then?
Huh?
You a little surprised then?
No, I would never be surprised by anything. Not especially not in the league, especially with the trades and everybody else is doing. Can't be surprised, can't be too surprised. You know, with Perk, he's taking it pretty hard because, you know, he's been here 8 years. You know, he was really emotional, crying. You know, I mean, I felt bad for him. You know, he's a soft giant, man. He has a good heart. He's a good person. I told him he's not alone. We're going there together.
Nate Robinson seemed ready to move on. But as the game against the Nuggets approached, the shock of the trade was just beginning to sink in.
We traded a player, but we traded one of our family members. You just don't get by that. You don't just wipe that away and go play basketball. Well, we have to tonight anyway, and I have no idea how we'll be.
So difficult as a teammate. You know, these are guys you spend every day with, you eat every meal with, and you become so close with, and all of a sudden, that's it. They're gone, and it's really shocking.
The Nuggets handing the Celtics one of their worst losses of the year. A very long day's journey into night.
It's a tough day.
You got to dig deep. There's no words that can really describe the emotion that you feel, but I know he was, you know, Perkins is a tough guy. He was very emotional, you know, like he couldn't get the words out that he needed to get out, but.
People underrate what chemistry brings. You know, this is one of the tightest units, one of the most together teams that you could probably think of, especially since we've been together for so many years. We hope Danny and Doc know what they're doing.
I've been in this business a long time, and that was the toughest one for me by far, for me and Perk. You know, it's funny, I don't know if we looked at it in the basketball terms. We almost looked at it in the father-son and the relationship terms.
It's the signature of what you were and you stood by, and now you go into Boston, the defensive prowess isn't there.
I was just getting to my room, got a call from my agent, said that the deal was done. You know, it was very shocking to me. So, you know, once I found it was done, I, you know, kind of broke down in tears. It's just a love, you know, it's a genuine love for each other all over. I don't consider these guys as teammates. I consider these guys as brothers. You know, I don't consider the coaches as coaches. I consider them as fathers to me. You know, I'm just happy that I had a chance to play with Hall of Famers and being a part of the Celtic history.
The Celtics have dealt away Kendrick Perkins. All right, let's get to the phone calls. We'll get your reaction. We're going to get some people on. All right, so we'll start the wine line. All right, here's Steve in Worcester. Hi, Steve.
Hey, what's going on,
How are
guys?
you, Steve?
I'm not doing good. This is ridiculous. I can't wait to hear what Ange has to say. I mean, Perk was our future. He's our future big man. He was made to play in Boston. I just don't get it.
Here's TJ down in the Cape. Hi, TJ.
You know, if you're going to build for the future or you're going to build for the championship, I mean, wouldn't you think that Perkins, I mean, do you need somebody big down the middle?
Bob in Waltham. Hey, Bob.
My first instinct is kiss this season goodbye, and I hope I'm wrong.
With fans back home in Boston still reeling from the aftermath of the trade, the Celtics were 3,000 miles away in Los Angeles to face the Clippers. It was day 6 of their road trip, and the key piece in the Perkins deal, Jeff Green, would join the team.
When I got that call, I mean, it was mixed emotions. Things have been, you know, just speeding by. I really haven't had the chance to really just, you know, take a breath. I'm sitting on the bed in San Antonio watching ESPN, the whole trade deadline series, and they told me I've been traded to Boston.
The Boston Celtics select Jeff Green.
Green's relationship with the Celtics actually goes back to the day he entered the league, but Boston was looking to win a championship right away.
I've been traded already. Yeah, first day. Announcement that Ray Allen will be traded to Boston. Things happen for a reason. You know, I'm just a rookie. Nothing I can do. It's not in my hands. So I just go along with the program. You know, I'm in this business now, and I know things will happen. So and I just got to get used to it very fast.
The deal worked out well for Green too. He teamed up with All-Stars Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, forming the nucleus of the up-and-coming Oklahoma City Thunder.
Green for 3. Yes! Yes, yes, yes!
After building relationships on the Thunder, Green now has a different perspective on what it means to be traded.
I've been with, you know, the organization, you know, for 3.5 years. And I had close bonds with, you know, a lot of the players. You know, tough to break.
Now, Green was starting over. It had the feeling of the first day of school, when the new kid tries to fit in.
This whole transition is going to really depend upon how well and how quick the new guys adapt to our system.
To go into a situation where you don't really know some of the guys, and it's tough. I know it was a tight bond, you know, with those guys, but, you know, I'm not here to, you know, try to fill Perk's shoes.
Jeff's coming to a place where he knows how much they love the guy leaving. And so for him, he almost feels like, I don't want to get in the way.
Tough spot for Jeff Green in a lot of ways to walk into this. It's a tough fraternity to earn your stripes in. However you feel about the trade, tonight is the first night of the rest of their lives.
With Boston ready to roll out its updated roster, Clippers star Blake Griffin had his own way of welcoming the new-look Celtics.
Boy races right past Ray Allen, lobs it up for Blake Griffin. This has not been a strong half here for this new Celtics group.
The Celtics trailed by double digits, and Doc Rivers decided it was time to give Green a chance to earn his team's trust.
This is you, Jeff, this is you. Rondo has the ball. Wait, right here. Jeff, I want you to type girl over top and come back. Right here.
Delonte West out there with Rondo, Jeff Green, Paul Pierce, and Big Baby. Smaller lineup. Delonte pushed past Jeff Green, elevates in the baseline, and his first field goal as a member of the Boston Celtics is a thing of beauty.
He can do that. I think he's going to help him. I really do.
Long lead past Jeff Green, catches it, sets himself and puts it off the window and in. A 22-6 storm by the Celtics. They've got from down 13 to up 9.
All the movement is killing them, guys. Keep doing it. Keep doing it.
Rondo lob, Garnett right-hand slam. Celtics are back in the win column on the debut night for Jeff Green. The Celtics score their biggest come-from-behind win of the year.
Hey, new guys. Great job, new guys. New guys.
Give me some.
Get a win, new guys. Let's get a win. Welcome, you guys.
The Celtics were in Utah to wrap up their road trip. But before facing the Jazz, rookie Avery Bradley had team business to take care of.
I'm going to Smith's. Every time we get into a city, I have to go get peanut butter and jelly because we eat it before every game. Great. Gotta have strawberry.
Scan your first item.
I got strawberry jelly, which KG loves, so I can't forget this. If I forget this, I'm gonna be in big trouble.
After making their way through the West, questions about the trade continued to follow the team.
Did you expect this kind of reaction across the country for a player like Kendrick Perkins?
We don't make moves to worry about what people think. If you want me to be honest, we make moves to try to win championships. That was pretty good, I thought. So,
Yeah.
Bill, what do you think? Bill, what do you think, huh?
It's one of your better lines.
I believe in Danny Ainge.
People question these moves because they're very jarring, but it is Danny Ainge's job to see the future, not the past.
Even though our record was tied with Miami at the time of the trade deadline for best record in the East, I didn't feel like our team was progressing. I thought, we had a chance and we're good, but there were some holes. My biggest concern was adequate subs for Paul and Ray. I just did not want to have to wear them out.
As a two-time champion during his 7.5 years with the Celtics in the 80s, Danny Ainge was part of a basketball family, and he understands what it feels like for a player to have that taken away.
It was tough because I'm a big fan of Perk as a person. We were both in tears. It was a very tough conversation. But you have to separate the team and our best opportunity to win with just the emotions you feel about players and people. And we had some discussions last year at this time of trading Ray. As much as I love Ray, he's one of my favorite players I've ever been around. But it was something I would have had to consider if it could have helped us win a championship.
Let's go! Celtics! Hurrah! Celtics! Hurrah! Celtics! Hurrah! 1, 2, 3.
And we would never do anything that was going to jeopardize our chance to win right now.
Jeff Green in a post up here against C.J. Miles, takes him, scores with the right-hand jump hook. End of 3. The Celtics lead by 4.
Come on, guys. Let's go. Right here. 12 minutes. 12 minutes.
Down low, Jefferson puts his shot up. Oh! Favors! It's getting physical out here.
Jazz have taken the lead. Jeff Green, he's a long way away. He's going to take the follow-away jumper.
Let's keep it going. Come on. Let's go. Our mission hasn't changed. We're going to win the title, and that's what we're in this for. We knew it was going to be hard. It's going to get harder.
Al spins in traffic, forces one up, and it ties the game at 94.
Now you've gotten yourself into a real dogfight here.
We need you now. We need you now. All right, come on now. We got to play. All right, come on.
Under a minute to play.
Ray gets a Garnett screen, turns the corner, takes a crazy faraway shot, and he hits it. A spectacular shot by Ray Allen puts the Celtics up by 4.
Wow. Big trip, baby. Big trip.
It wasn't pretty, but it got done. The Celtics complete a 3-1 road trip.
Despite an emotional 8 days on the road, the Celtics remained the top team in the East. But with the playoffs approaching, there was reason for concern.
This is a loss in a playoff game, and you know that. This can't happen, guys. Ray bailed us out with a hell of a shot. Come on, guys, we're better than that. Execution is what we do. I love our record, but I don't like the moving parts that we have going on right now, and we have not had a chance to work them together. 1, 2, 3. The question is, do we have enough time?
Gotta go home and get busy now. Great road trip. All right, y'all. Peace.
Previously on the Association Boston Celtics. After All-Star Weekend, the team headed out west.
That's my partner.
But it wasn't all fun and games.
We got to close the season out well. We got 28 games left, fellas. We know where we're trying to go. This team right here, they don't belong on the same floor with us.
As the trade deadline approached, Boston made a bold move.
The Celtics have dealt away Kendrick Perkins.
We traded a player, but we traded one of our family members. You just don't get by that. You don't just wipe that away and go play basketball.
And while the new recruit showed promise, Celtic Nation was not convinced.
Bob in Waltham. Hey, Bob.
My first instinct is kiss this season goodbye, and I hope I'm wrong.
We're coming.
Nice show. Nice.
There are questions about you guys, whether you could pull this thing together. Just talk about how it seems like it's working out pretty good for you guys, right?
Like moments like this, I cherish each and every day, like, because I've been on teams where you don't have this opportunity. You know, when you continue to play with guys, all-stars like already Kevin and Ray, but then you get Jermaine, then you get Shaq, you get Delonte West, who has a lot of playoff experience in this league. You don't get a chance to play on teams like this every day, and I just enjoy this last few years that I get a chance to play with these guys and really enjoy it.
Well, it's cool. I got these guys for a couple more years, and then we all evaporate. But, you know, the thing is, Paul said earlier, man, let's try to enjoy this year because we do have new faces, new characters, new episodes, and I just can't wait to get started.
The Celtics' Big Three had high hopes and even higher expectations when the season began. And while those expectations remain, so much has changed. Almost from the start, a string of injuries took a heavy toll, but Boston managed to hold on to the lead in the Eastern Conference. Then, only days after the All-Star break, the team made a major trade that was part of a dramatic reshaping of the roster. Now, the Celtics and their fans are forced to wonder, how will it all turn out?
We understand the changes we've made. I think I may have the numbers wrong. They're close. When you look at the team that played in Game 7 last year, 10 of the 15 players are gone. And it's tough in this period because you have the new group that's trying to fit in. You have the old group that's trying to get to the playoffs. And so it just makes it for a difficult ride.
The Celtics would include such new faces as Jeff Green, Carlos Arroyo, Troy Murphy, Sasha Pavlovich, and Nenad Kristic.
We understand it's like coming in this situation is different than coming in any other team because obviously championship team, they want to win right now. So that puts even more pressure on you guys just to pick up things really quickly.
Let's show Nate. Sometimes if Paul reads the bump, he's throwing it early, okay?
The hardest adjustment, for me is just, probably just coming to a new situation. Learning a new system, getting to know these guys, getting to know what Doc wants.
Loppy two. Set him up. Jeff, you got to improve your picks. You got to be a pick set, all right?
Well, you got to know that you can trust the next guy. When you commit wholeheartedly 100%, knowing that the next guy has you. And that's what it is.
The guys that we brought in, they'll step up and they'll save us, at some point, whether it's a shot, a defensive possession, or a whole game.
While Ray Allen was optimistic about the new-look Celtics, initial results were mixed. Boston went 6-4 in its first 10 games after the trade deadline. And on a trip to New Jersey, nobody stepped up and saved them.
Williams lobs it in for Lopez. Timer is down to 6. Williams, 3 on the way. Got it!
And
And Doc Rivers calls the timeout. Man, pushing Jeff Green to the corner. Return to Rondo. Left-hand dribble, attacking Farmar. Scoop shot, no good. Doc Rivers not happy after spending that timeout calling the play.
The Nets knock off the Celtics, 88-79.
For the first time, the Celtics dropped out of the top spot in the East. The addition of so many new pieces was clearly straining team continuity, and one player seemed especially affected.
Rondo's fine. He's not playing great right now, but I don't think he's slumping or anything. Just going through a stretch. It's a long season, you know. He's human the last time I checked, and he's going to go through stretches just like, you know, Paul and Ray and Kevin, they've all gone through stretches.
Some wondered if trading away Kendrick Perkins, Rajon Rondo's closest friend on the team, was weighing on the Celtics point guard.
A lot of people say it's a business, but, you know, that's personal. You know, losing one of your best friends. Perk and I are really close. On the road, we were together every day as far as going out to eat, going to the mall, just little things. You know, I don't have it right now, and, you know, it's just tough to deal with. So how you feel about the trade and everything, how it went down, the new guys? Since it's your first trade, you actually been in as a rookie.
I mean, it was tough. Losing Perk, real close to Perk. He was cool. How you feel about it?
Same as you. You know, I've been knowing Perk for 5 years, since day one. And it's kind of different now, you know, especially like once you go on the road. It's a little different. You know, you don't hang out with the same guy you should hang out with.
Yeah.
It's a cool trade, but at the same time, you know, it's hard losing.
It's hard,
losing friends. You know, nobody died, but you know, it's.
And I know it's tough because y'all won a championship together.
Right, especially the starting five. Yeah. You know, with Perk. You know, we had a pretty good core, pretty good group. My first biggest trade was, you know, when Kevin came. You know, I think we traded 7 players that year.
Oh, I would have been nervous. Was it hard when KG and them got here? You know, to like build a relationship with them?
Nah. We kind of, when we first came to the Celtics, we got in a couple arguments. It wasn't a wrestling match, but we got into a pretty intense one year in the locker room. Like, we started off thinking we were just playing, then it got serious. It was like a game day. Yeah. It was crazy. It was intense. Like, the whole locker room was like junk, messed up. Like, everything was crazy. But after that, we've been best friends. So for me, I've had veteran guys that show me the way, really. It's not just going to be one person or, you know, certain guys and win championships. Everybody's going to need to be accounted for. Everybody's going to make something happen.
You know, the honeymoon stage of after the trade is over with, so like all the guys that we have now are, you know, they're here. So now we got to start building that chemistry. You know, and for me, chemistry is, you know, you come down to the fourth quarter and everybody knowing exactly where they need to be and kind of what we need to do to win games every single night.
Teams that win the title are teams that stay together through thick and thin, through the good times, through the bad times. They're all in. There's nobody on the fence. Everybody's in 100%.
It down on a clear path to the basket. Phillips hits a frame. Chauncey Phillips from downtown. The lead is 15. Rondo dribbles away from Chauncey Phillips, draws the oohs and ahs. He gets to the rim, flips it up with the left hand.
A great play there by Rondo.
Douglas drives, stripped by Rondo. Now we have the Celtics climbing off the canvas from 15 down to lead by 4 as we enter the final minute. Pierce, right side against Landry Fields, elevates 18 feet. Got it!
Splash time!
Oh, not just a comeback,
but a championship comeback. Rondo off to the races against Torrey. Drop for Garnett, big time. Right hand slam right in the grill of Ronny Torrey. And this one is over.
You talk about Rondo's energy.
Rondo's energy, you know, we kept telling Rondo, use your speed, play in the paint. Just play in the paint. And I thought he did that. I thought he was terrific. And I think it was great for the new guys to see that too.
I mean, it's a big win for us. You know, one of the top teams in the East Coast, so it's good to get this win. And it's good to go home.
What do you call a pony with a cough?
A pony sap, pony?
A little horse.
Jeff Green was traded to the Celtics in the deal that sent Kendrick Perkins to Oklahoma City. For Green, adjusting to life in Boston has been an ongoing process.
It is fun to have him here, just to have a little company, especially in a new city. They help me, you know, when we get lost.
Yeah. Not a lot of that in Oklahoma, right?
No, not at all. Oklahoma straight shot. No traffic.
Where we want to go.
If it's a big building, you can see it. Okay, I follow. It was nice, though. But now it's a little bit more complicated.
You know, by coming from a younger team to come to a team with all this experience, you know, they can't do nothing but help him down the line. You know, because I'm quite sure the little Tommy Bean done picked up so much. I see it in him.
They might be vets and getting close to the end of the road, but, I mean, I feel like they still have, you know, at least 4 more years left. You know what I mean? That's 4 more championships. It's a wonderful place to be at, you know, when you got this kind of experience here.
He allows the Celtics to spread the floor, adds youth to this lineup. Jeff Green.
I tell you, they're looking at Green, and he's stepping up right now.
Green has gotten off to a good start with the Celtics, but crunch time still belongs to the veterans.
Celtics down 2.
Garnett comes out and sets the screen. Pierce got Kwame Brown in the switch. Pierce in the lane. Garnett the corner. Ray for the win. Charlotte beats the Celtics.
Ray Allen has made his share of game-winning shots, but the misses are what drive him.
You see guys walk in the gym and they kind of mess around and shoot. They're never game shots. So my warm-ups are free throws. You know, that's where I work on my release. Shooting for me is not about my upper body. It's really about my lower body. So when I'm shooting the ball like I need to, I jump in this one motion. And I always know why I missed it. Short, legs, long, I'm aiming it. I always can tell right away. You gotta be able to turn your body. I would walk on the playground and everybody was like, the new kid, come down here and play basketball. And that's how I got introduced. It was like the minute I got out there, that's where I spent all my time. Everything that I did was through basketball, and then the friends came along with it. Starting my 8th grade year, my dad got orders to go to South Carolina. I was devastated because these guys I just started playing basketball with, that was when I was really starting to latch on and draw roots.
Regardless of where he lived, basketball was a constant presence. His routines provided comfort and also developed his talent.
Boy, it's a good-looking group. David Stern. Steve Nash. Congratulations. David Stern. Nice to meet you.
In the NBA, Allen was once again on the move, starting in Milwaukee and getting traded to Seattle. Though he couldn't control where he played, his regimen gave him confidence, and he knew his time would come.
I always said I'm on the losing team, but I'm not a loser. You know, every day I'm going to figure out how I can get better. Being the best player individually was all about the work that I put in every single day. It's those habits that I build every single day that make me who I am.
In 2007, Ray would make one more move. And in Boston, all his preparation paid off.
Every second, inching closer to banner 17. Ray Allen for three. The Celtics are dominating the Lakers in every way.
Another banner year in Boston. The Celtics are the 2008 NBA champions.
It's a great example of a guy not resting on his greatness and keeping his tools sharp. Ray Allen works and he does his job.
Okay, so you're saying by me coming back, you think I'm going to be open more?
Yes, I think you're going to be open more, or one of the bigs will be open.
He has all good habits. A lot of us, follow and some of the things Ray does. I have to admit that I've watched Ray and I try to emulate some of the things he does.
Oh, you doing me? That's how you doing me, dog. That's how you doing me.
Allen's remarkable career may have begun as a solitary pursuit, but now his focus is on sharing the experience.
He was the first person to reach out to me and welcome me to the Celtics.
Yeah, just roll with me. When we come back down, we got 5.
That's one guy who I really look up to, and it's like my mentor.
Show him how to do it, right?
He's going to help me out, and he's been there for me.
I want to be a part of a team that I can help win a championship. And so it is a community effort around here. That's why I definitely feel like my feet are starting to grow roots.
Hey, just compare me and Ray. Can we compare me and Ray?
What you saying?
He said he
gonna get that.
I got abs right here.
I'm saying what you
Ray got abs right there. That's what I get to eat. That's what I get to eat right here. I eat like a turtle on this team.
What a season Davis is in. Doc Rivers has raved about Glenn Davis.
He's becoming the savior of this ball club, coming off the bench.
Without question.
With only 11 games remaining in the season, and after suffering through several injuries to their front court, the Celtics had come to depend on 4-year veteran Glenn Davis. But growing up in Louisiana, the only person he could depend on was himself.
When I was young, it was tough. I never knew my father. And my mom was one of those women that had to deal with a lot of demons. 2 weeks at a time, you don't see her, but you see her in the neighborhood. But you wonder why she doesn't come home. I didn't really know how to deal with it. So I kind of had to fend on my own, make ends meet as far as just survival.
Physically, Davis had appeared all grown up, but emotionally, he still had a long way to go. As a kid, that contradiction forged his identity.
I played football. I was always too big to play on the Pee-wee level, so it was like I had to play the senior level. So I was the youngest guy, and my coach Earl was like, "You're a big baby. Stop acting like a big baby. Big baby, big baby." And literally, like, a month later, everything just transformed. Like people from everywhere were just calling me that.
The nickname followed him to the basketball court, where he became a star in high school.
Number 1, baby, number 1, yeah!
And as a sophomore at LSU, he led his team to the Final Four. But when it came time for the NBA, he was just another rookie, joining an experienced group led by a demanding coach.
Doc, he's always been tough from day one. In my rookie year, Detroit game, I scored like 20 points.
If ever a guy played a heck of a game, it's this kid right here.
He was like, "Let's see if you can do it again." I looked at it at the time like, man, he's tough. I never can do enough for him.
Baby! Get out and look more!
Doc's up in your face, telling it like it is, straight, point blank.
So get out and look more.
And I don't think Baby knew how to take a guy like Doc.
You got to know personnel. You're running up to a driver. You should have came, sat down, and been ready to guard.
He told me what I didn't do, what I needed to do, what I needed to keep doing. And he didn't tell me in any nice way, And I was kind of depressed about that.
During a game in his second season, Davis's frustration spilled out onto the court.
Baby was already upset. He was already having his issues, and he had a meltdown. I told him, you're on TV and everybody's seeing it. Go in the back or just, cover your face.
And now Davis down at the end with a towel on his head.
He didn't have the ability to grow up in private like all of us do. He had to grow up in front of Celtic Nation. And that's not easy for a young kid.
The following season, Davis was involved in an off-court altercation, causing him to miss the first 27 games. But this time, he wasn't the only one affected.
Last year, he got in trouble because he punched the guy and broke his hand. It hurt our team. When I told him that this summer, it probably hurt us all the way through Game 7 because we needed guys to play more minutes while he was out.
Then, last summer, an event took place that forced him to take a deeper look at himself. There was another baby in the Davis household.
It changes your life in so many ways. You can't do what a 25-year-old would do, with a child. So I'm kind of, instead of 25, I'm like 30, 35. You just gotta think differently as far as what you do and how you do it. Bless you. When I had to come to realization that I'm playing with Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, Rondo, guys that are all-stars.
This is all-out hustle.
I had to swallow my ego and create a new identity for myself.
Big Baby gets the turning point and then some. It brings his teammates up off the bench and everybody in the building.
Baby now, I think, holds himself accountable himself for his actions. Now, Baby works extremely hard. Probably works 3-4 times as hard as he did when he was a rookie.
Doc told me this: who sacrificed their body the most? A chicken or a pig? A chicken lays eggs, yeah, but a pig sacrifices his whole body. So be a pig. That's the way I look at it. Be a pig.
Glenn Davis clearly leads the NBA in taking charges and takes pride in them.
I was like, what can I do for the betterment of the team? And taking charges was one of the things that I knew I could do.
Big Baby draws the charge again.
It hurts. It really does.
Davis shaken up on the play.
It wears on your body.
Big Baby continues to give up his body.
Oh, man, I feel like I ran into a brick wall.
He's just turned into a terrific player for us. He's had a tremendous attitude, team attitude. Our record is where it's at because Glenn Davis is on our basketball team.
I've come a long way. And to be here, to be playing for the Boston Celtics, I can be thankful for what God has given me now. I'm still working to be a better man, to be a better person. But now, I can hold my head high.
Back in October, four-time champion Shaquille O'Neal brought his act to Boston. It opened to rave reviews all over town.
Rondo, coast to coast, into Shaq and a two-hand jam by the Diesel.
You gotta love the big guy. Big fella. Shaq has got renewed enthusiasm here. Shaq is playing like Shaq of 10 years ago.
Shaq made an impact early on, before his aging body betrayed him. An Achilles injury cost him all but the first game in February and the entire month of March.
Coming in and young and putting up big numbers, I always thought I would be invincible.
O'Neal, diving, saving.
It's just that at 39, when you get a knick-knack injury, it takes longer. And every 39-year-old just knows this. There's probably a guy in the office right now, 39, like, damn, that pain won't go away. When I was 29, it went away. It's just, it's life.
I did not expect Shaq to play 82 games. The question is, can we get him to become better and fresher and better conditioned by the time playoffs roll around? That's going to be the bigger issue.
What do you think about Shaq becoming a deputy sheriff tomorrow in Worcester?
Well, he's doing something. You know, so that's good. His next step would be doing the same thing for us.
With Shaq's return still in question, Doc Rivers wouldn't let his team use that as an excuse.
My job as a coach is to make sure Shaq gets healthy. But my real job as a coach is to make sure the guys in uniform are performing. I don't really have time to do both. Jeff, I thought after the first time, Kevin, just trying to bully you, you know what I'm saying, you fought him back. But it shouldn't take him hitting you first to do it. We got to hit first.
Everybody here's the more philosophical and more soft side of Doc. But Doc's a tough coach, man.
Get over there. Look who's shooting. Come on. Look, get in there.
There's no way you can coach a team like this or have guys on this team like we are and not be as forceful as he is.
This isn't a debate. I want you to listen. All right? Where do you go if he goes to the baseline? Right. It ain't that hard. I don't like playing games. I didn't like it when I played, and I always thought if I ever coach, I'm just going to be honest with you and tell you the way I feel. You're trying to determine what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen. When you come off an elbow, read the play. Hey, Kevin, don't take for granted it's going to go out of bounds. If we can get the ball, get the damn ball. There is times I probably wish I could do it in a better way, but when there's 5 seconds left in the game, there is no better way. I think players appreciate that in the long run.
The immediate issue, however, was Boston's team chemistry. Since the trade of Kendrick Perkins, the Celtics had struggled to find a winning formula, dropping 3 out of 4 near the end of March.
And the Celtics, who began the game with a load of questions, just had several added to that list.
Listen up, guys. This is our problem. We have to execute out of timeouts. If you got stuff to say to each other, say it. But when I start drawing it up, I need your eyes down on the board. This can't happen, guys. We will not win without being a family. And we've adopted some new kids, and we got to get them in the family as quick as possible.
In building a family, Rivers is all too aware of time, how much he has left and how much has passed. Every moment counts, as a coach and as a father.
I've made an amazing amount of games this year. I don't know if the schedule makers were being kind to me or not, but it just worked out. But I still have missed games that I wish I could make, and you don't get them back. Even though your kids tell you that's okay, it still bothers you. It's fun being there, and then when you give them the last hug, right when you step away, you feel bad because you have to leave.
Oh, he's got Dad's jersey. His first dunk attempt. Oh, that was sweet. Oh, he's getting the 10s from the judges as well.
Austin Rivers is considered by many to be the top high school player in the country.
Rivers like a bullet to the other end. It goes, and he'll go to the line.
I didn't like it when I played, and I always thought if I ever coach, I'm just going to be honest with you and tell you the way I feel. You're trying to determine what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen. When you come off an elbow, read the play. Hey, Kevin, don't take for granted it's going to go out of bounds. If we can get the ball, get the damn ball. There is times I probably wish I could do it in a better way, but when there's 5 seconds left in the game, there is no better way. I think players appreciate that in the long run.
The immediate issue, however, was Boston's team chemistry. Since the trade of Kendrick Perkins, the Celtics had struggled to find a winning formula, dropping 3 out of 4 near the end of March.
And the Celtics, who began the game with a load of questions, just had several added to that list.
Listen up, guys. This is our problem. We have to execute out of timeouts. If you got stuff to say to each other, say it. But when I start drawing it up, I need your eyes down on the board. This can't happen, guys. We will not win without being a family. And we've adopted some new kids, and we got to get them in the family as quick as possible.
In building a family, Rivers is all too aware of time, how much he has left and how much has passed. Every moment counts, as a coach and as a father.
I've made an amazing amount of games this year. I don't know if the schedule makers were being kind to me or not, but it just worked out. But I still have missed games that I wish I could make, and you don't get them back. Even though your kids tell you that's okay, it still bothers you. It's fun being there, and then when you give them the last hug, right when you step away, you feel bad because you have to leave.
He's got Dad's jersey out. His first dunk attempt. Oh, that was sweet. Oh, he's getting the 10s from the judges as well.
Austin Rivers is considered by many to be the top high school player in the country.
Rivers like a bullet to the other end. It goes, and he'll go to the line.
He'll be playing for Duke next season. And the day before the Celtics would visit San Antonio, Doc visited Chicago to witness one of the high points of his son's young career.
Tonight, the house that Michael built provides the backdrop for high school basketball's most anticipated event, the McDonald's All-American Game. Basketball fans, these are the fresh new faces that might become the future legends of the sport.
Austin Rivers is one of the best scorers in the country right now. He just has a great demeanor about him and his ability to attack the basket. And the young man is fearless.
And here comes Austin Rivers. Cold-blooded Austin Rivers with the reverse.
This is nice. I mean, this is what you want. As a father, you'd rather do that than coach or anything else.
He has a very busy schedule, so just for him to go out of his way and squeeze some time and come see me play all the way out here in Chicago, it means a lot. So I'm very thankful.
Thank you, baby.
Take care. It's the biggest All-Star game now. This is the Jordan game.
The Celtics arrived in San Antonio facing a test. The Spurs had the league's best record, but Boston had a reason to feel upbeat. While the team still awaited Shaquille O'Neal's return, fellow big man Jermaine O'Neal would be making his first appearance since early January.
To get the opportunity to be back out here with these guys and try to finish up a job that, I signed up for means a lot.
Inside to O'Neal. Quick double and count it for two. This O'Neal and the other O'Neal, Shaq, who's working out in Boston. When they get these two guys back, this is going to be a very nice push.
Hey, guys, this is our stretch right here. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Defense.
Rajon Rondo had been inconsistent since the trade, but he was on his game against the Spurs, and the C's rolled to a 10-point win.
Rondo! Oh, what a terrific Houdini move inside.
It's the Rondo show right now. He's kind of the guy. He's the engine of that team. They need him playing really at a high level for them to be very successful offensively.
Better do what we got to do.
For team captain Paul Pierce, the win was a good sign. He's lived through many highs and lows during his 13 seasons as a Celtic, a journey that began in, of all places, the home of the Lakers.
Hey, I think I see my high school over there, Inglewood High School, where I grew up at. This is home, man. This is what it's about. And it's kind of weird, though, growing up a Laker fan because you always hated the Celtics. But after playing with them and learning a lot about the history, I just fell in love with the organization now. Now I'm ready to beat the Lakers all the time.
Coming from Southern California, Pierce probably never dreamed of the day he'd want the Lakers to lose.
I had a friend that worked at the Forum, and I remember times he would come down and open up the little side staircase for me, and I'd sneak in, and the best part about it is I didn't have a set seat. So every open seat that was there, I was sitting in until the usher came and got me and tell me to move. It was just about Lakers, Celtics. The only team that could possibly beat the Lakers were the Celtics, and so everybody hated them.
With the 10th pick in the 1998 NBA draft, the Boston Celtics select Paul Pierce from the University of Kansas.
Pierce's welcome to the NBA came with high expectations. In 1986, the Celtics won their 16th championship. But after that season, this once blessed franchise seemed to be cursed. Len Bias and Reggie Lewis were supposed to carry on the tradition, but both died tragically. Boston's once proud history had become nothing but a burden.
Larry Bird's not walking through that door, fans. Kevin McHale's not walking through that door, and Robert Parrish is not walking through that door.
This was the environment that Pierce walked into. Though he became an all-star by his 4th season, he was also a lightning rod when his team struggled.
You know, I was a young player, I was immature.
And Pierce misses the jam. What a nightmare night for Pierce as the Blues come out again.
Then Doc comes in and, you know, he has his way of how he views what success can be for this team. And we had pretty much 2 different views.
This training camp. Don't listen to him.
I thought for him to be a better player that he had to change some of the things he did. Defensively, he had to get back on defense. And offensively, you know, I asked him, was he a great shooter? And he says, yes. And then I said, well, why are you shooting 39%?
The 06-07, everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. They were coming off a 24-58 season, highlighted by an 18-game losing streak. There was a negativity totally surrounding the entire franchise.
It seemed to be the lowest point of Pierce's career, but actually, that had come 6 years earlier.
All I was is a young kid going out right before the season started, trying to have a good time. I remember just walking to a nightclub, mingling with a few people, the next thing you know.
Celtics burgeoning star Paul Pierce is resting in a Boston hospital after surviving a stabbing attack.
I thought I was going to die. I remember getting in the car and going to the hospital.
Boston police said Pierce was stabbed 11 times in the face, neck, and back.
I remember just bleeding profusely. And I remember asking the nurse, am I going to live? Am I going to die?
One stab wound was carved 7 inches into his sternum.
Then so many things start running through my head. Just start thinking about my family. Start thinking about the people closest to you.
Just like tell everybody I feel good, and I can't wait to get back out on the basketball court, join my Celtic teammates.
This just made me a stronger person. It's made me a better person. I don't take people or things for granted anymore, because just like that, I know it can all end.
This proposed trade has been agreed to and will occur. Seattle will send Ray Allen to Boston.
This is a blockbuster trade. It's been talked about for years. KG, he's going to the Boston Celtics.
Paul Pierce had heavy shoes to fill and high expectations. He's endured a lot the last few years, and I'm glad he's here with us today to experience some of the hope.
Pierce had been given another second chance. After persevering through tough times, his career was about to undergo a revival.
Pierce again splits the track, drive right down the middle, scoops it off the window and in. Pierce is chewing him up here in Game 7.
The 2008 season would be nothing short of incredible. The team pulled off the best turnaround in league history, and Pierce was the star of the NBA Finals.
Pierce moving to his right, pull-up elbow jumper, got another one!
Paul Pierce continuing to throw him down.
Paul Pierce, magnificent. The longtime Celtic coming through in certainly the biggest games of his life.
Game, set, match, season, championship.
It was the happiest day of accomplishment in my life.
The Celtics swarm the floor. It is the end of a 22-year odyssey.
Think about so many things that's made you stronger. It was just all the emotions, all the things that I've been through in basketball and in my life flashed before my eyes.
It is the truth. The MVP of the 2008 NBA Finals is Paul Pierce.
That one moment, me seeing the banner raised and me accepting the ring was just the ultimate feeling. You know, a lot of people say I don't, show my emotions, but, that was a night where I couldn't hold it in. I know the road that I took wasn't an easy one, but If I had to do it all over again, I'd take the exact same route.
Spring arrived in Boston, and optimism was in the air. After missing 27 games, the big man returned to the Garden.
We don't expect to see a lot of him tonight, but he's back, and that is the good news. Oh, nice. Whoa! Shaq is back. Maxfield unable to finish. After the steal of a ring. Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal hobbles towards the locker room, and that is just devastating news.
Shaq's comeback lasted just 5 minutes. And since then, opponents have taken advantage of Boston's hole in the middle.
I expected him to play more games, and so that's put a lot of stress on our team at the 5 spot.
James goes back door.
But there's nothing you can do about it.
As the playoffs are set to begin, O'Neal's status is the latest in a series of questions swirling around the team in the aftermath of the Kendrick Perkins deal.
They're still one of the most talented teams and best teams in the league, but their inconsistency has led to doubts about their championship chances.
Is there enough time for the most polarizing trade in Celtics history to pay off?
I just don't get it. Perk was our future. He's our future big man. He's made to play in Boston.
How will the man responsible be remembered?
It's a gamble. The spotlight is on Danny Ainge, of course, for all kinds of reasons.
And can the coach turn a struggling team into a champion? The answers will come.
The tradition and the city that identifies our team. They know that there's something bigger than themselves. The Celtics and sports in Boston is religion.
Number one, baby, number one.
It's part of the culture.
Important things in my life would be my family first. Second, the fish. Third would be the Celtics taking it all. That'd be unbelievable.
I expect to win this year. The fans expect us to win. Anything else, you know, it's pretty much a failure.
Raise the roof. That's what we're doing. We're getting more banners.
Nobody remembers second place.
We won one, but we're definitely still hungry, and we always feel like we've underachieved if we don't win, so definitely we want more.
Come on, put extra 30 minutes on practice. Because ain't no stops.
I'm going to let you know it's not a chip on our shoulder. We have a boulder. We felt like we left something behind when we lost in Game 7.
I came back, and all our players came back to win a title. We knew it was going to be hard. It's going to get harder. But when you win a banner, it's sweet. And when you win a second banner, it's sweeter.
We're speaking about that empty banner. We all know why it's there. That's the priority. That's the only reason we're all here. That's the only reason we're all assembled. It's the only reason we come in here. For that one goal, for that one priority. The banner 18.